Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Mark, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget, hit that red button so you don't miss any future releases. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how to propagate birds of paradise plants. Now, I started off with just one plant, and at the end of today, I'm going to end up with 8 birds of paradise plants. It's very easy to propagate, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Guys, just to give you some care tips regards to birds of paradise, if they ever get in contact with frost, they will die. So we only keep our birds of paradise out from mid-May until mid-October. And at the start of the season, mid-May, I'm always looking at the weather forecast just to make sure there isn't any danger of frost while they're outside. And exactly the same in October, I'm always just keeping an eye on the weather, and I try and keep them outdoors as long as possible because they seem to thrive in all the sunlight, but you cannot afford to let them get hit with a frost. So October onwards, we put them indoors in an unheated house that we have. Acts like a greenhouse basically. We stick them in front of the south facing windows and they get light all day long, and yet they're frost free. And come May, we bring them outside, tidy them up, get rid of all the old dead leaves from the previous year, de-weed them, and if we need to, we propagate them and separate them if they're pot bound too much. In the winter, guys, we keep our bird of paradise in an unheated outbuilding. Hardly ever goes below 0, but they seem to be okay. I water them once a week or once every fortnight, and not a problem. The main thing is with your bird of paradise, they can't get the frost, and indoors they won't get the frost. Here's 3 other bird of paradise plus a red banana, which is just simply too delicate to keep outdoors. With the red banana, I cut the trunk down, and over the winter months you tend to find one stem will come up. The leaf won't unravel. I bring all these plants back out into the garden once any danger of frost has ceased. Normally about the second week in May for us. Guys, another gardening tip regarding birds of paradise. It's well known that you actually get more flowers being produced when the bird of paradise are actually pot bound. And you'll get to see the pots will actually split with the pressure of the roots. And a lot of pots will actually be cracked and split, and the roots will be coming out. Try not to repot them at that point, because you'll probably get your best flower displays from that plant that following year. The only time I do tend to repot is when it's impossible to water them properly. All the roots are coming out from the top, and every time you pour water on it, it just runs straight off, and you worry that the plant's not getting so much water. So that's when I tend to repot, and that's what I'm going to do today when I'm showing you how to repot and propagate the birds of paradise plants, because the plant that we have, the roots have come up, and whenever I water it, the water just trickles off. So we're going to do that today. Okay, this is just one of 6 of the bird of paradise we have, and they've all originated just from the one plant. And at over €50 per plant, I've already gained €250 from one plant, and we're going to see how many we get out of this one. The reason I'm splitting it up is that it's extremely hard to water now, because all the roots are coming out the top, and whenever you try to water it, the water just tips over the side. There's potentially 5 plants here. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That doesn't mean to say I'm going to be splitting it into 5 though, because we do have a flower coming out just here. So that's going to be a flower stem for the summer. So we're going to have 1 flower on this plant. I'm probably going to split it into 2 or 3 different plants. I don't want to put too much stress on it, so I'm only going to split it where it's easy. First job is to get rid of all the dead leaves from last year, so we know exactly what we've got. And then I'm going to soak it in a bucket of water for an hour so that it comes out the pot with ease. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just get rid of all the old leaves that are dead and dying, and we just get to see what we have then. These are the leaves from last year and they can just pull out. And then you get to see exactly what you're dealing with. So that's an old dead one. Okay, so that's the bird of paradise all tidied up. Those are the old leaves I've removed. So we can see exactly what we have now. As you can see those 5 plants a lot easier now, which means it's going to be a lot easier to split, and you get to see what you're doing. So the next stage, just put it in a bucket of water for an hour, and then we can split it up. On closer inspection, we've got 2 flowers on this Tropicana. We're going to have one here, and we have the other one here. Okay, looking at this bird of paradise, guys, I'm probably going to get 3 plants from this. I'm going to split it here and have this one as a separate plant. Keep these 3 together, and then I might take this small one away as well. So we're going to get 3 bird of paradise from one. How's that for a root ball? Here we are, guys. Plenty of roots still left on there. And then we've got the main one there. And we can take this small one off as well. May as well while we're here. Okay guys, I've got a larger pot for the larger plant. It's a little bit deeper. So I'm going to just see how it sits. Okay, that's going to be above, so we're going to have the same problem as before. I'm going to take a bit of soil out. Guys, it's so easy propagating bird of paradise. It's child's play. Here we are guys, all done. So we've now got 3 bird of paradise plants from 1. So from 1 initially, I've got 3, which now means I've got 8 bird of paradise plants, all from just 1 plant. And 2 of these will flower this year because each one of the larger plants has a flower stalk on it. So it's going to look fantastic in the garden with all the others that are in pots ready to go. As with any repotting guys, make sure you water them in after all the work's done. Give them a good soak. Guys, you'll find in a few years' time some new bird of paradise plants will be coming out on the larger 2 pots, and again we can separate that at a later date. But I like to let them go pot bound for a while because they do tend to flower better. Okay guys, here's the rest of our bird of paradise, just brought them out today. So on these 5 plants we're going to have 6 flowers in total. So we're going to have 8 for this year. Our best to date was 10 2 years ago, but I did subdivide some of these plants 2 years ago, and that stopped some of the flowers. But this beast, that's from the original plant, and that would be about 150 plus euros in a shop. It's huge, and that's going to have 2 flowers on it this year. So I'm now just going to tidy these up as I did with the other, get rid of all the old dead leaves, de-weed them, and then put them in full sun. So guys, I'm going to position them in full sun. Here's a lovely specimen, and as you can see there's going to be 1 flower there and another here. Lovely specimen. So guys, I'm going to position the bird of paradise in full sun. I water them every other day and feed them once a week, just normal liquid fertiliser. And that's all there is to it in looking after bird of paradise. Guys, with our bird of paradise, our cannas, bananas and cordyline, it really makes for a tropical looking garden. Absolutely spectacular. Very easy to look after, and you can't beat the flowers. They're just fantastic when they come. Here we are guys, in situ. As you can see, a great display. When they flower, it's just something else. I hope you've enjoyed this short video on how to propagate birds of paradise plants. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, hit that red button so you don't miss any future releases. Take care everybody, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon.